Welcome back. It's your boy Fresh.
And I'm Mary, and we are a Co-ople of Nerds, and today we are going to be showing you our pickups for September 2023. But before we begin, don't forget to give us a like, a subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and X, formerly Twitter.
That's right. So up first, obviously I couldn't stack anything on top of this or slide off. So I came across this channel on Retro Rivals, and he makes these light up signs, which I thought was pretty cool. And then while I was perusing his store, Rock Solid Productions, I don't know if I said that, I found this bad boy. So this is a 60 case Game Boy holder. See, it's got Game Boy. I was looking for a Game Boy green, color. Obviously the Game Boy was black and green. So this will be really cool. I think I'm gonna put it on top of the kids' board games. I think it'll sit nicely there. Mm-hmm. And I think the black and gray cards will really kind of pop off this green. So very, very cool. We'll put a link to his channel down below so you can check out his store.
Yeah, 3D printed stuff.
Yeah.
Not all of it though, right? Or is it?
I think that's what he does.
Okay,
yeah.
just 3D printed stuff. It's becoming more popular. They can make cool things with 3D printed stuff.
Oh, so I bought a Dreamcast. I've never owned a Dreamcast before. I finally saw one. It was on sale at our local Disc Replay. And it's hooked up, so fuck it. You know what a Dreamcast looks like. But they have a pretty bad return policy. You get 7 days to return. So if you buy a system, you basically have to buy a game, or you don't have 7 days, if you go to eBay. So I overpaid for this one. It is a game I do want to try out, but I overpaid for it, and it's not the best condition. It's Grandia 2. So this is, they just print these off if they don't have it. So someone would have just turned in the disc, and they just throw it in a generic case and print off some generic art. Doesn't even feel like feels just like paper. But we have the first Grandia on PlayStation 1, so it'll be nice to check that out. It's a role-playing game.
But you did turn it on and make sure it works.
Yes. Got to make sure it works. So this next pickup is Mary's fault. So one day I was a little more awake than she was. She passed out like that. So I got on eBay because I was bored, and I ended up picking Outrun 2019. This is an arcade racing game in which you need to hit checkpoints in order to keep going. I just thought it was really funny because it's 2019, which is 4 years ago, and
when it was made was
right when they made it, they thought we were going to have cars with jet engines in the back. That didn't quite work out.
Yeah, well.
But and then I also picked up Persona 3 for the PlayStation 2.
And that's
on
the
eBay.
Persona games are Generation Pixel's favorite, right?
Yep. That and Final Fantasy.
We sent him Persona. Which Persona did we send him?
5.
That's what I thought.
So I bought 5. Now I got 3. I'll eventually pick them all up off his recommendation. And then this, I don't even remember. This had to have been like September 1st we bought these, because when I was making the stack, I was like, are these Goodwill, or were they Goodwill?
No.
No. Maybe it was Half Price Books, but I don't.
They probably had like a buy 3 get 3 free, or buy 1 get 2 free or something.
Something weird. But Ark the Lad, PlayStation 2. It's not a complete box, but this is a role-playing game on PlayStation 2. So
it's fun.
That's always fun. See, like this. Well, we'll do this one first. Dark Watch. That looks badass right there.
It's just a cover.
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter with all kinds of death and demons.
Are they dressed like a... No. Originally, at first, I thought he was dressed like a plague doctor.
Right. It's almost, I think it's more of like a Western.
Okay.
Western, evil.
Looks
fighting.
very scary, though.
Yeah. Protected the world from evil. Now as Jericho Cross. That's a badass name. You must join the secret society to save humanity and yourself. So that one makes sense why those two make sense why I picked up, right?
Okay.
An RPG and then a violent horror game. And then this one, it had to be because it looks so stupid. You can't show me a game that looks this awful. Blowout. I had one of these last time I ate chili.
What? Is that a creature?
Yeah.
It almost looks kind of like, at first, when I first saw it, it almost looked a little bit like one of those creatures from Tremors, but it has horns. Although the creatures from Tremors have little horns.
Yeah, they did a lot with Tremors. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea why I bought it. It was sealed. It was brand new. That cover art just looks so bad and generic. Like,
can't figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Like, they just took a snapshot of in-game and was like, fuck it, that's the cover. We're done, boys. Let's hang it up. Alright, we got some Kickstarters. Video games. Is that Shara and the 40 Thieves?
Yep.
Shara and the 40 Thieves for the NES.
I feel like if it was Shara, there would be an accent somewhere. But it could be Shara.
Yeah.
But Shara, I don't know. Maybe it's Shara.
So it looks like this was previously released, so it might be an expensive title. 50 years ago, the evil being Malice appeared and covered the land in his blight. He corrupted the people and made the strongest of them his 40 thieves. The only thing standing between him and achieving the ultimate power is Shara and her son Sarza. Malice intends to absorb the good-natured power from either of them to become unstoppable. Will he succeed? It's up to you. This is a 2-player cooperative game for the NES.
So we have to stop him and his 40 thieves.
That's right. 40 bosses.
That one comes with like stickers and stuff.
Yeah. Asti Bros for the Genesis. It's got some cards back here. I think this is another 2-player cooperative game. Yes.
Are you afraid to take it out of the plastic?
No, I just don't want to lose all that shit. So yeah, that looks pretty. That cover looks pretty good. Looks like maybe a gauntlet style or maybe a beat 'em up.
It's like, it almost looks like superheroes.
No, it's medieval. That guy's a wizard, clearly. That guy's a knight. That guy's an archer. There's a dragon and a pig man.
I still feel like superhero vibes. Just because I feel like it has a superhero vibe doesn't mean that I'm right.
So, Asti Bros is a roguelike game about the beginnings of the kingdom of Asti Borg. Choose your hero among 3 characters and go through procedural dungeons and eliminate formidable opponents. So yeah, it's a beat 'em up.
Okay.
Beat 'em up dungeon crawler.
Your
Roguelike. So roguelike means the levels change. We got one a little heavy on the limited run. I'll let you do this one. My throat's dry.
Akai Katana Shin.
Yeah,
Maybe I did it right.
I don't think you pronounced that right, but I was taking a drink, so.
Yeah, I think now that you've had your drink, maybe you should try it.
Well, we're not going to replay footage. I mean, it's amateur hour. So this is a shoot 'em up collection. I think there's 3 games there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Why don't you read that one?
It's not in English.
Well, me and the viewers at home can read it. I love shoot 'em ups. When I see them, I buy them. I get my butt stomped in them, but I still love them. We got Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. So get ready for a side-scrolling action platformer that channels the golden age of classic 16-bit action games in a full-throttle quest for revenge.
I want to play this one.
Yeah.
That one looks really cool.
Kind of has like a Shinobi vibes to it.
I'm a big fan of side-scrollers. I think...
It's because you don't have to do the second stick.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the second stick.
The Sorrow Virus.
That just looks
story.
really neat.
So this one, to me, looks like Puppet Master. Mm-hmm. Puppet Master, the game. Maybe they couldn't get the... They didn't have the extra $20 laying around for the IP, so... I don't think that's a very expensive IP. They've done a lot of Puppet Masters. Chronicles of Two Heroes. Amaterasu's Wrath. Yeah. I think this is... That's only one player. Oh, I remember this one. So this one is a Metroidvania game. 16-bit style. You play as 2 characters and... Like, you swap back and forth between the 2.
Oh, I wasn't
to do...
fan of that, though. Because you had the game where it was like that, where it was the guy with the bird.
Oh, no.
You could play 2-player where someone else played the bird, but, like, I didn't like switching.
Yeah. Alright. Well, you don't have to play this
just
one
one
game.
character.
You don't have to play this one. I'll play it. River City Girls 2. And this one is a beat 'em up. This one's a lot... Will remind you very much of Double Dragon Gaiden.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of look at that art style.
Yeah, it does.
But a lot of people love the River City Girls games. So I thought we'd pick out that one up and give it a try. And again, I probably ordered these months apart. They just kind of come randomly.
All at once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Justice Chronicles. So this one is a 16-bit style RPG. I'm a sucker for the 16-bit era. One movie. Well, kind of a movie.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the complete series. So this was the remake of a remake of a remake of a remake. They've done a lot of Turtle series. This one was the first one on Nickelodeon, and it's actually pretty darn good. It's fun enough for the kids, but still engaging enough for adults. Mm-hmm. Like even, I don't know, I was probably in my late 20s, early 30s when that came out, and I was regularly DVRing it. It was good.
Oh, okay. So the kids will like it then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's silly enough for them, but has enough heart and story for adults. We actually bought one game at a store and not Kickstarter.
Well, yeah, we wanted this really bad when we were at Gen Con.
Yes, and it was sold out.
It was sold out, yeah.
It was sold out day one. Three Ring Circus. So this game, you are a traveling circus and you're kind of following in the shadow of, was it Barnum and Beatty's? Is that the big one?
Yes.
So you can like go to the towns before they get there, go to the towns after they're there, you know, like when the hype's there. So you're kind of like, you don't want to be in the same town and them at the same time because they're going to be a bigger draw, but you're kind of, you know, and then you're trying to be a better circus than your opponents. So I thought that was pretty
It has a really
Cool.
nice table presence.
Yeah. Borderlands Arena of Badassery. So this is based off the awesome video game of Borderlands. They packaged it up, put it in a board game.
With a lot
Cooperative
of
multiplayer game in which you and your friends face off against a horde of bandits, monsters, and villains controlled by the game itself. So I think it's going to be more of a boss battler. Or maybe a campaign. What? Why are you so judgy already? Mary hates campaign games. And it just came with so many. These aren't very interesting looking. Ravenous Waddle Gobbler.
I'm sure what's in there looks
Yes.
interesting. It's just the boxes are a little plain.
Moxie. Steve.
Steve.
Skags at the gates. Skags are kind of like these alien looking dog things. That's from a game. A video game. Move your phone out of the way. I'm trying to stack up my games. And then box of badasses. So I'm hoping that these all condense down into the main box. A lot of times they do, especially with this kind of cheapo cardboard.
It's like a pizza box.
Yeah, well, even a really thin pizza box. Maybe a frozen pizza box.
This one's a regular pizza box.
Okay, that one's the thin one.
Yeah.
Thin crust pizza box. Okay. Up next, we got Dreadful Meadows. So,
Perfect for Halloween.
That's right. Let's see. You play a confectioner, sowing, growing sinister seeds to create the most beautiful candy crops through crafty candy patch placement as rounds progress. Cultivating your candy crops for exciting expansion and experimentation. So you're making candy.
That's really, really hard to read.
Yeah,
a lot of C words.
They used all of the big words. And of course, it's Kickstarter, so they've already got an expansion. Tricks for treats.
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
I love the art on that.
Yeah. It's almost Jack Skellington with a pumpkin. So every once in a while, your boy Fresh makes a mistake. I made a mistake. So there is, if you don't buy a whole lot on Kickstarter, there's basically two ways Kickstarters go. One is you pick what you want, it funds, and then they ask you later, like, hey, do you want to add any of our old games to it? Or the other way is you back it, and they just basically send you a blank form, and you have to add what you want.
Okay.
And I got this one mixed up. So we got Point City and Deep Dive. Point City is a...
It's based on Point Salad? I mean, it looks
it's
exactly
an
the same.
expansion, or not expansion. It's a sequel
Okay.
to Point Salad. Where you're building a city and get points. It's just a little card game. And Deep Dive, I actually thought the kids would like this one, especially now that Georgie's been all obsessed with ocean animals. Whereas you play as a penguin, and it's a push your luck game, so you're trying to get food. The deeper down you go, the bigger the fish are, but sometimes you can hit like a shark or like a, I don't know if they got like mines or something.
So where was the mistake?
Mistake is
Oh.
this.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. So I thought it was the one that had the blank form, and I was like, oh, well, I need to add Point City and Deep Dive. But it was already on there, and it was like the form was a little confusing, so we got 2 of each.
Okay. What Christmas presents?
or we could do a giveaway on the channel.
Yeah, we could do that.
So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And in a future video, I will give a clue. You tell me what's your favorite point in any city, and when's the last time you dove deep.
There are so many ways.
And then I'll
to
put your
look
name
at
in a
that.
random number generator, and whoever wins, I will mail the game out to.
There are a lot of ways to look into deep diving. There's figurative.
Yeah.
There's literally.
It's called.
There's other literally.
We're giving people an opportunity to tell funny jokes.
Okay.
So we'll do that. So future video, we'll have those raffled off. A couple more Kickstarters. Mary got a little carried away with Kickstarter. Bazaars of Umbar. It rolls off the tongue.
Bazaars of Ubar.
So what's that?
You said unbar.
A fantastical engine building game that takes players to mythical marketplaces of Umbar.
Ubar.
Ubar. Draft trade tiles from a common common area, paying for them with time in a marketplace where the costs shift like the sands from game to game. Make clever use of trade winds to activate your drafted tiles again and again. Manage your ship to carry only the most precious cargo, and make your way to the floating bazaars to sell your goods.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Now the box didn't want to close on them, so I'm hoping they got a little extra fluff in here. We can get that out.
Yeah,
It'll
and
close
they'll close
right.
properly.
I actually think you didn't want to do this game. First in Flight.
Yeah.
I thought you would like it. You're a nerd. It's about history.
Yeah. I don't know why. The history of airplanes just does not fascinate me at all.
A lofty deck. Get it? Lofty.
Oh.
Deck building game that puts you in the earliest pilot seats. Up to 4 players choose from historical aviation pioneers vying to compete to conquer the skies by testing their flyers, improving their designs, and taking risks to defy gravity. So it's like a deck builder, push your luck.
Okay.
Sounds like a cool combination.
I do like deck builder.
Yeah, why are you such a hater?
I'm not a hater.
Almost Innocent. Colossal Games. That's right here in Indy. So that's pretty cool. Your party set out on a heroic quest to find the lost crown of the Emperor. However, your last evening at the local tavern went a bit out of hand. You drank too much spicy tea. You started dry heaving in the Uber after you completely...
Shut up! Shut up! Stop it!
Your husband has to carry you up a flight of stairs.
It!
Next morning, you find yourself chief suspects of horrible crimes, but you're totally innocent, of course. Can you solve the crimes and identify the true offenders to prove your innocence? So it almost, like, it starts off sounding like a typical dungeon crawler, but then it's a cooperative game about detective work. It's just kind of set in a weird setting.
I like detective work.
Yes. And last,
Tesseract.
but not least, Tesseract. So, this one has this crazy ass dice cube in it that you build.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Obviously, looks and sounds very much like the Tesseract from the MCU. Cooperative dice manipulation game. A cube with 64 dice in it. Your team will disarm it by taking cubes off the Tesseract, adjusting their values, transferring them between labs, ultimately isolating them from the containment or into the containment matrix. That sounds interesting, don't it?
It's different. It sounds
it's
different.
very different.
And
yeah.
I like that. I like a new idea.
That is it. Not that bad. Maybe a couple Kickstarters. More heavy on the limited run than we normally do. But,
Not bad.
well, let us know down in the comment section what your pick of the month is. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Pumpkin. We're nowhere near the nipples.
You know, you're right. I'm going to give it to you this time. You are close to the nipple, though.
I'm not close to the nipple.
You're close to the nipple. But I'll give it to you. It is a shorter stack than usual this month.
Well, thank you.